Hey everybody, One of Weezem here, 2:58 a.m. Friday, April 11th, 2014. We just did the base upgrades for Nitro Freeze Blade. Reason for that, I have decided on a format, took into account feedback I got from you, YouTube comments, the blog posts, social networking, and of course the blog poll itself. Ultimately, I decided upon the format of 5 videos for the Swap Force characters. Don't worry, they will be shorter videos as opposed to like one really long one or 2 fairly long ones. I think it'll A, make things easier for you, B, more efficient, and C, it'll just be nice, sleek, easy to follow formats, and you can kind of just, like I said, get down to the crux of what you really want to know. Now, there is a little bit of repetition here simply because with Nitro Freeze Blade, he's a special character, kind of felt obligated to showcase his base upgrades, even though they're the exact same as Freeze Blade. We won't do that for standard characters, Drilla, Spire Eyes, Stink Bomb, things of that nature, but where we have something special, say an Enchanted Hoot Loop, a Legendary Free Ranger, or Night Shift, we'll go ahead and I will double up. Just in the event, I know some of you, if there's a special character, you actually won't purchase the standard one. So I try to cover all the bases here. That said, we have our Freeze Blade. He's fully upgraded. I took him down Ice Sculptor, which I am a huge fan of, and Trail Freezer. So naturally, as you might guess, that means Nitro here is going to be going down the other pass. What this one's going to be is his top end. We're going to take Blizzard Blade here. So still don't know how to pronounce Chakram, and we're going to assume that is correct. So we'll back out of here. This is what he's looking like right now. Now, just to kind of recap the top end, if you will. Right now, standard fare with the base upgrades, he's going to do 36 to 54, which luckily it showcased the critical number for us there. If I hold Y, I can actually charge this thing up. Now check this out. Hit 2, 3, 4. Okay, so basically 5. We'll do it this angle. I don't know why it's not locking on the ones I want it to, but that's essentially what we have. So, I guess best case scenario, you have base and then 5 hits off the spin. Let's see, 18, I don't know what's going on there. I guess it's following the sheep or something. You get the idea. Basically what I'm getting at is 36 to 54 standard, and then on the spin you can see anywhere from 12 to 18 5 times. So in a freak case, if you were to get 18, the critical number every time on the spin, you'd have 90. Worst case scenario, you'd have 60. Combination of those, somewhere between those two number spans. So, other top end one, which doesn't get addressed with the path we're going to take, is that. It's awesome. That's why I took Ice Sculptor with Freeze Blade. So, luckily, I recorded the base. We don't have to talk to Gorn. Again, check that out. It's a really great look right there at Nitro Freeze Blade. He's almost like a chrome. He's got like this metallic luster, not only on the gold suit, but actually his like fur, his hands, the ice, everything. It's a very cool look. We'll come in here to the top end, obviously. Like I mentioned, if you're interested in Ice Sculptor, take that link at the top of the video description box. You can go straight to the website. What you will see is I'll have everything broken down with numbers. You can watch the video for Ice Sculptor from standard Freeze Blade, and you know, you can check that out. Otherwise, if you're interested in Blizzard Blade, this is the place to be. That's what we're going to take from Nitro. Blizzard Blade, gain an upgraded Chakram, who knows, that causes devastating blizzards. We'll have to see if they deliver on that blizzard side of things, so we'll go ahead and select this. Nice that they do this. If you were unaware, you can only choose one upgrade path for your Skylander. That's why it's important for me to make these videos to showcase every path. That way you can make the best decision the first time, instead of having to reset your character, level back up, get all the cash, things of that nature. You can make the best decision the first time and then just go on cleaning house in Skylander Swap Force. So we do definitely want to take this one though. So again, Frost Sickle is his tertiary. Icicles That bumps it up 36 to 54. Frigid Whirl spins 5 times, 12 to 18. Now, coming up here, we have Shaved Ice for 960. Again, I've got 18 Winged Sapphires. Hold Y to charge the Chakram. Release to throw the Chakram and shoot ice in every direction. So, it's kind of interesting because it sort of overlaps Frigid Whirl. Obviously that basically impact and then spin 5, so right here I'm assuming it will still make impact and spin 5 times to honor that previous upgrade, but I guess now it'll just shoot ice in every direction. So only way to know is to buy it and test it, so that's what we will do. Bet we can't buy this one yet. Yeah, we'll have to wait on that one. So we'll back out of here. Alright. So we should be doing 36 to 54 standard still. Oops. Sometimes I still hit the button. I'm used to the other formats. But anyway, that looks to be the case. Now, whenever I hold Y, he's apparently going to shoot ice in every direction. Then we just want to make sure it's still doing the hit and the 5 spin. Alright. It's charged up. Look for the ice. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Gonna be like virtually impossible for me to tally that, sadly. I would like to tell you it happened 17 times, but I can't even begin to do that. So let's do it again. What I paid attention to there is that it still seems to spin and hit the 5 times with 12 to 18 right now. It looked like the ice that shoots off may sometimes do 8. It should do 5 standard. How many hits it gets is probably in relation to what all's around you. But it literally is shooting the ice every direction. So, I guess the Chakram itself is actually what's shooting the ice. So, wow. Okay, check this out. The way this works perfectly with like the 5. Hopefully he throws it. He didn't. If I can hit this middle dummy, which I don't know why it's locked. Okay, it didn't stay there that time. Alright, check that out. We're spinning on that guy, but it's actually shooting the ice at the other 4 perimeter dummies. So, again, I don't know how many times that's happening. It's probably going to be dependent on A, the enemies around you, B, your setting, you know, if you're by a cliff, if you're on a cliff, things of that nature, but it's pretty impressive, you know, we'll give it that. So definitely makes Frigid Whirl more enticing to use by having that. So we'll come in now, we'll pick up his final upgrade down Blizzard Blade. It is called Whiteout. Ice projectiles from Shaved Ice, right here, do increased damage. Again, I was clocking those at 5 to 8. So we'll just go ahead and pick this up, and if it makes it 10 to 16, that would be very significant. 8 to 12, not so much, but 10 to 16, I would be impressed with that. So let's come out here and see what we got. Again, sadly, basically what they're saying by doing just the ice projectiles and addressing kind of the Frigid Whirl side, they're saying, hey, this guy is good enough 36 to 54 from just the base upgrades. Now, if one of these would have addressed the Chakram in general and say made that 36 a 45 and the 54 a 60, that would have been pretty sweet. Now, that said, again, what we're going to do, just remember 5 to 8 on the ice pellets. Let's see what we get this time. It's charged up, we're going to release it. 8 to 12. So that was kind of, you know, worst case scenario. I was hoping 10 to 16. I didn't think it would happen. But 8 to 12, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. So we'll call that good now. The soul gem here will come out. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I was too terribly impressed with it. Okay, so Chakram attacks have increased critical hit chance and do extra frost damage. So let's go ahead and buy that. $22.40 is the price with the discount. Right now, I mean, this path is okay. Me personally, though, I kind of prefer Ice Sculptor. If you're more of like a hands-on, what's easiest to do, you probably couldn't go wrong with this one. But Let's check here. Wow, so that was probably critical. So 54 plus 9 to 63, 42. So 36 to 54 has now become 42 to 63 thanks to the Soul Gem. So again, they're basically saying, hey, that was good enough as is. Soul Gem just makes it sweeter. Now let's see if we get anything here. 12. Terrible angle. So here we go. Yeah. Well, that was pretty sweet. Throwing it at this angle, there's nothing for it to chase it. I counted 7 that time. Okay, I think that was 6, so I guess initial since I'm this close, and then 5. So, that said, 8 to 12 on that, but I mean the main thing here with the Soul Gem, 42 to 63. You see how frequently the 63 is popping up. You know, that's a nice time in there as well. That said, that is it. That is what we need to showcase here. Again, these are shorter videos than you're probably used to from me, but they're kind of straight and to the point. Not necessarily this one because I had to explain things yet again, but and that's just simply the video format, everything of that nature. So these will probably all be right around 10 minutes, maybe a little under that once we get in the swing of things. But, this is Blizzard Blade. Not a bad path personally. And given the fact that the Chakram is so good, base upgrades and then tack on that Soul Gem for 42 to 63, I kind of personally would prefer Ice Sculptor. Again, I haven't like battle tested these PvP or story mode yet, but initial impressions in the world of One of Wisdom here at the training grounds, I'm going to have to give the top end edge to Ice Sculptor. So that's just me. Like I said, once I play, I might change my tune, but again, based solely on this, if you had to have, I know I get all the questions, you know, that'll come from this, like, hey, what would you pick? Which one's your favorite path? So right now, at this point in time, without having done, you know, significant story mode, nightmare mode, challenges, or PvP, to answer those questions, I would say I prefer Ice Sculptor. Doesn't mean it's right for you. Doesn't mean Blizzard Blade's not a, you know, great path in and of itself. It's just me personally. I feel like the Chakram is good enough standalone, being unaddressed by upgrades here. Plus, I'm not a huge fan of Frigid Whirl, but when you upgrade your tertiary attack with Freeze Blade, pretty sweet stuff. That's why I give the edge to Ice Sculptor. With that said, that is Nitro Freeze Blade's top end, fully upgraded down Blizzard Blade, pretty sweet path. Definitely, if you like the Frigid Whirl, you'll want to take this one. But it's 3:11 a.m. I will leave it at that. We're going to come right back, finish up our Freeze Blade series with Nitro's bottom end, and then we'll kind of make our assumptions based from that. So, as always, thanks for watching. Take that link at the top of the video description box. It will help you pick a path. It will help you determine if you need to switch paths, if one might be better for you. More information than I've ever seen anybody put into this type of thing. So hopefully you enjoy it, have some fun, and it helps you out. Follow me on Twitter. Anywhere else you can probably find me too. But thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here next time.